Yo, yo. All right, y'all, let's get busy. Hold on. Let's go to Twitter first. See if we got some news. My bad, I'm on this joint late. I was watching I was watching the Thunder game. But we here. We here, we here, we here. Jesus boy. All right, let's get to it. Let's see. Wait, what happened? Let's say false presence two little girls after they was rude to his baby sister, Bali, at her birthday party. Okay. W Deshay. That's how you gotta come back to your siblings, man. I can't even blame him for this. Is it people in the comments like, "Oh man, he bogus"? I know how Twitter is. Just search up the original vids, found the original vid. LOL. Trying to enjoy a slice of birthday cake and influence over millions of subscribers starts delivering high energy monologue about respect and peer group dynamics. Okay. Handled that exactly like a brother. Grown ass man talking about I'll fuck you up to a little girl. Um, I'm sorry to whoever this is, Icy Snipes. That's not foreign, gang. Maybe this person, maybe this might be like a Caucasian or something, but I was told that as a little boy by my mama several times. I'll fuck you up if you keep playing with me, boy. That sometimes them words have to be said to kids in order to get that message into their brain and be like, okay, if I keep doing this, I'm gonna get fucked up. I'm gonna get my ass whooped. You don't want your ass whooped, right? So let's chill. W Deshay. Big W's. Maybe it's the fact that it was on camera that they like, oh my god, bro, what? Mike Epps. Mike Epps told Adrian Broner to chill out with alcohol. AB always somewhere drunk, bro. He backstage with Mike Epps. Agent shows off his new Chad look after looks maxing. Jesus, boy. He's like he got a case of the mumps, don't he? Yo, if you're in the stream right now, make sure you like the stream up and subscribe, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. On my head doing that. Whatever. Yeah, let's do it. It looked like somebody whooped his ass. This nigga looked like Frankenstein if he was black with dreads. College graduates were pissed after their school used AI to announce graduates' names and missed hundreds of names. Wow, bro. I'd be so glad to say that I graduated a long time ago, and it's like a college graduation, maybe, or high school. I don't know, but I'd be glad to say I graduated a long time ago. Nothing would have used AI at my graduation, mispronounced my name or missed my name. I've been pissed. But yo, if you in here, man, like the stream up and subscribe, like the stream up and subscribe, like the stream up and subscribe. We also stream it on Twitch, twitch.tv/shot from the shot, same as my YouTube name. Links also in the description. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitch too. You dig me? All the streams in it. So when y'all not seeing it on here, I'm looking here and we on the desktop streaming. You dig? 2. Yo. It's that word, Peyton. It's that word, man. Let's speed this up. No, 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 ma'am. You okay, I do understand the whole like the okay, the whole graduation thing, the whole point is for you to walk across the stage, get your diploma, and get a picture with your diploma or said person shaking their hand, whatever the case may be. But the biggest moment, and this is your moment for you to hear your name called, but this is also a moment for your family in the stands. Whoever your family might be, this is your moment. This is the moment for them to be like, oh, my child walked across the stage. Yo, yes, this is something I wanted. I waited on this moment 8 years, 12 years, however long they've been waiting for you to graduate, gang. That moment is for those people, not really even for you. For you to hear your name called, yes, it's a blessing. But the moment is for them to cheer you on. Yay, yes, do your thing, you feel me? That's their moment. You don't strip somebody of that, bro. And then y'all trying to make up for it. What y'all got lazy and didn't want to read names? That's whack. Appreciate you for subscribing, my guy Peyton. Appreciate that, brother. Even though the notification popped through late, but well, at least through OBS it did. What's that word, Nathan? Is this the principle? Like whose idea was it for you to be like, yeah, bro? I think every student would be grateful if AI read their name and they walked across the stage, and even if AI do botch their name, because humans botch names too, or if AI just skips over them, they might be okay with that as well. They didn't factor in everything that could have happened. AI could have just stopped working after the first person was announced. Y'all just banked on that and was like, yeah. After they missed one person name, we should have like, nah, cut this. Let's go back. Hold on, this person. Since they missed you, we got to start off now and just read the names. That's the principal's job anyway. I know they cooking them in the comments too. Imagine using AI throughout your course and it doesn't call you out in graduation. Yeah, that's a fact. Uh, I said they use AI because there was so many weird foreign names. They wanted to make sure they pronounced the foreign names properly. Once again, Americans come in second. Even then, bro, that really don't matter. Cause do you know how many do you know how many foreign, how would I say this? Do you know how many, not even foreign, but do you know how many bogus, not even bogus, do you know how many names were mispronounced even at my graduation? And this was in 2018. I remember this. Many names were mispronounced at my graduation game. Not really much you can do about that, bro. But it's the principal's job to know whose name is what and to figure out how to pronounce the names. Because all you're doing is announcing names. This should be something that you should study for. This is your test, pretty much, to see your ball knowledge on names. Whether you got to get somebody up that is bilingual or not, bro. That's terrible. To my AI basically said, watch out, watch out. Facts. Shout out Bron. W. LeBron James. PlayStation has now said PlayStation Plus prices for new customers will increase starting May 20th due to ongoing market conditions. New prices 1 month, 1 month, 10.99, previously 9.99. 3 months, 27.99, previous 25.99. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, PlayStation gonna tank their stock, bro. People who are playing PlayStation are going to soon become Xbox players, and I think Xbox is like on the up and up. Well, I've always been an Xbox player, so I ain't really complaining. Power outage at Six Flags riders to walk down cause riders to walk down tracks after ride shutdown. Wow, not pissed I'll be. Luigi Maggioni supporters line up ahead of his court hearing. Why they bothering them? Is they mad because they supporting him or what? Bobby Althoff shows off her new look after being styled by Sukiyana. I ain't gonna lie, this blonde joint do kind of suit her a little bit. She look she look a lot less basic. Remember when uh Offset told her she was like unseasoned or she needed some seasoning on her. This is like seasoned white girl. Even though like she got a wig on and most white girls, some white girls' hair do look like this with the blonde and all that naturally. But she looked like a seasoned white woman. Like she got some flavor to her. Okay. Shout out to you, Bible. What they say in the comments, man. Bad baby somewhere right now. Hold on, man. Let me hear this. What is this? She do look like bad baby though. Hey man, shout out to whoever did this. Oh my god, bro. Bad baby probably is like, yo, why she just steal my, you feel me? Come on, man. Why they posting all these? So she look like a sexy robot. Jesus, boy. Somebody hear me out about Bobby. Okay, I don't know about this one, bro. Shout out to her though, bro. You on back with that word, man. You inspired me to be a YouTuber. Appreciate that, bro. I hope I inspire a lot of people. You dig? Trust me, if I can do it, you can do it, brother. I didn't think I was gonna be able to do it, but I did, and I'm doing it. You dig? Shmugu Core react to Victor Wembanyama hitting the deep three against OKC in the finals. Yeah, I did see that. I ain't gonna lie, Victor Wembanyama did go crazy. Agent was about to citizens arrest somebody for following him to the MP house, only to realize it was Castanet the entire time. I'ma fuck that nigga behind me. Yo, if you in the stream right now, make sure you like the stream up and subscribe. Like the stream up and subscribe. Like the stream up and subscribe. You dig me? If you don't subscribe, I'll knock you out. And trust me, can't none of y'all in my chat right now see me with the hands. Nobody. If you think you can see me with the hands, uh, type you can see me with the hands right now. But I highly doubt any of y'all can, man. But what was this? She was asking his top 3 underground artists. Who? Okay, shout out to the underground, man. Jesus, boy. Let's see. I got concerned with the cars after seeing Simi Valley wildfire with 0% containment just over the mountain from their house. What? I ain't gonna lie, bro. Well, this is around that time that California started having all these wildfires. Why do California? Well, I get why they have wildfires. It's so dry out there, and they don't get too much rain. But Jesus, boy, like every year it's wildfires. Well, I mean, that's just how it go, bro. It'd be like saying, "Yo, why does California tax this much? Why do California? Well, first of all, California they taxing people 50% is nuclear work. They tax people 50% on their money. Well, for taxes, how much money you make, you can tax 50% of that. Why is it that they taxing and it's like so much gang violence? It'll be the same thing. It's like kind of the same kind of question. Mainly, bro, whatever money that they taking that and somebody putting that in their pocket. Because if they ain't fixing no roads, if the roads is messed up, it's like, come on, bro. Joshua revealed the second he did whiteface, he felt like he woke up and entered heaven. W's, bro. W Caucasian. On this camera, because I go back to the lab, I had to find out the employee's name was Israel. Because his name was Israel. Space after rain, what's he see? Fan proposed to girlfriend in front of everyone. That makes sense. Okay. W's. So it's operating talent and sounded identical to the official Google Maps voice lady. Okay, I don't remember the Google Maps lady having a voice or Google Maps having. Man, I really don't care about this, bro. W News Day, slow news day, I guess. But I don't remember the Google Maps lady having a voice, bro. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm not looking hard enough or something. Maybe I'm dyslexic also. Probably both. Who knows? Patrick CC dropped. Patrick CC dropped. Patrick CC dropped. Let's look at what Patrick CC got going on, man. My face itching. Hold on, Pat. Hold on, Pat. Let's see. You know what I'm saying. Let's let's get to the bottom of some um Mount Everest is everything wrong with society by Patrick CC. Let's see, man. Mount Everest is nuclear, bro. The fact that you have to have $100,000 to climb this mountain is crazy work. I think. Oh Jesus! What? Back from being in the death zone on Everest. Like, I don't get people that want to climb this mountain. The fact that you have to waste hundreds of thousands of dollars, like you literally have to make more than six figures. You probably will have to be in the seven-figure range just to go climb Mount Everest. And it's not $100,000 like per group, per six people, per eight people. It's $100,000 per person. Bro, you know how much money you have to make? You know how much money you wasting just to possibly be like, I could climb this mountain and be one of maybe less than 1% of the world, less than probably 0.0000001% of the world is ever going to climb Mount Everest, was ever going to reach that feat. But there's also a large chance that you die before you ever reach the summit. Why are we doing this? Come on, bro. I could choose. It's so many better things that you could rather do than do this. I would rather. I ain't gonna lie. I've talked a lot of mess about skydiving. I would rather go skydiving than do this. Much cheaper anyway. Like, yeah, bro. This is the crazy part, though, bro. Like how Mount Everest became a multi-million dollar business. Like it's a whole community that lives up here that actually functions off of the money that they make. And I watched the video on it. I forgot what the name of them people was called. I want to say it's some tribe name, but they all Asian, and they practically get a lot of money. They tourists that take you to certain points of the mountain. Well, not tourists. They people that live up there that take you to certain points in the mountain, and they were born up there. So the blood or the oxygen in their lungs is much different than everybody else's. So they can climb the mountain and be cool and not have nothing happen to them. Everybody else don't got that same luxury, bro. Everybody else don't have them same lungs. Right. I think the closest thing that we would have to them people in America is if you were born in Denver, Colorado. Like those, that's another place where people will go and travel to and be like, "Yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie, the air is much thinner." You feel what I'm saying? Like if you play for the Broncos or you play for the Denver Nuggets or something like that, bro. That's when you. But even then, that's no match for this. Jesus. Yes, bro. There we go. The Sherpas. The Sherpas are the only people who they are the people who take you up Mount Everest and down. Those are the only. If we being 100, bro, the Sherpas are the only people who should be climbing Mount Everest like for the free ski and doing it for fun. If I'm not mistaken, it's one of these dudes that's one of the Sherpas. I think he said he. I watched the video. I think he climbed Mount Everest like 15 or 20 times. He has the Guinness Book of World Record with the Guinness Book of World Records for he's in the Guinness Book of World Records for climbing Mount Everest the most times. Nuclear work. Like, and it's nothing to him. This this is crazy. Like they carrying supplies up this mountain, and he has the what you call this joint? He got like a towel on his head. You would think that this is like a big book bag, but no, it's a towel around his forehead with this huge, like it's this huge cartoonish piece of luggage on his back, and they walking it up the mountain. This is nuclear, gang. Facts. Jesus. Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, I remember watching the video. I forget the name of the dude's channel, bro. But there's a I think there's a gold statue of this guy or a gold plated statue. The statue looked gold when I was watching the video. There's a gold statue of him though, somewhere on they like land and all that, which is dope. Ain't that the same dude? Like this right here, bro. What like I want to understand this. When people think of Mount Everest, well, at least me personally, if somebody showed me like, yeah, man, would you like to go climb Mount Everest? And I never knew what Mount Everest was. I was like, yeah, sure. What's like, yeah, what is Mount Everest? Would you like to inform me on it? And they told me about it, and they showed me this picture. It was like, yeah, would you like to go? No. Why would I want to wait in line behind 75,000 people to get to the peak of this mountain? That doesn't even make any sense. You, this is like you, this is the same as the people waiting in line for those Audemars Patek Philippe watches, the Swatch joints. This is like the same thing. But the only difference is, well, I guess you could say it really ain't no difference because the people waiting for the Swatch AP joints, you're waiting in line. You could possibly get killed over this because somebody mad that they didn't get one, and you could possibly die from this just waiting in line. Like, it's 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 so many, it's so much better things in life that people could do with their money, bro. But they decide to blow it on so many idiotic things. Like with all the money that was spent on this, bro, you know how much world hunger you could have solved? You could have probably solved 2/3 of the world's world hunger with the money that people are paying. Jesus, boy. Six Flag lines. Facts. Two weeks just to two. It takes you two. If you less experience, it takes you 2 weeks just to reach the bottom of Mount Everest, like base camp, base absolute bottom before you even start climbing. It's taking you 2 weeks just to get that, bro. Come on, gang. But even though I get it, some people actually train for this and be like, yo, we've climbed this mountain, Mount Kilimanjaro, or whatever other tall mountains there are. They've trained their bodies and got used to high elevations, and then they like, okay, my last one is for me to go climb Everest, which makes sense, but even then, that's still dumb. Of course, that's what that is, man. Then you eat pasta. Yep. That's crazy. Let me see this. 2017 route, 2014 route, 2015 route, 19 said 1952, 2009 circle release, 2014 circle release. Jesus. Wow. Everest death toll. Everest death toll rises to 10 this season after four more climbers found dead. Wow. That was in 2017. What? Wow. See, like that's too nuclear, bro. The fact that it could be a possible avalanche or falling rock game, I'm so smooth on this, bro. Like, what are we doing, gang? Like, this is not something like how I get wanting to climb Mount Everest, bro, but the odds of you making it to the top are, I ain't gonna say slim to none, maybe 10%, maybe 5%, bro. If you're an experienced climber, we can push that percentage to like 15 or 20. But come on, gang. That's too nuclear, gang. Why are we doing this? Jesus. Jesus, boy. It looked like he finna reach heaven's gates, ain't it? Like, come on, bro. It's like Travis Kelsey, brother. Over 200 dead bodies in Mount Everest are left untouched. People even use them as landmarks. They are literally wait. They are literally dead. They are literally dead weight. It's too difficult and dangerous to carry them down. Rescuers have died attempted to carry bodies, so it's not worth it. Um, Most famous one, Paljor, aka Green Boots. Wow, that's crazy work, gang. Imagine your final resting place being Mount Everest, nuclear. Wow. Wow. And the fact that he's going to lose this whole part of his nose. This whole part of his nose, he losing this and this part of his cheek right here. I think this may be able to heal, but this is gone. I think for the most part, like when it turns black, I think unless it's like your fingertip, not your fingertip, but like this part of your finger, I think unless it's that, you have there's a slim to none chance that this is just dead cells and they want to cut that off. That's crazy. Jesus, boy. Oh my God, man. He literally has no toes, bro. It's all just it's literally just one big nub, gang. Like his toes are like this. This is the closest thing I can say. His toes are like, or his joint like an elbow, gang. What? Man, hell no, that shit not worth it, boy. For you to lose all five toes on one foot, do you think? First of all, nothing is worth losing toes or fingers, gang. I'm sorry, nothing. Not money, not like what would you say? Extra life. None of that is worth it, gang. Extra life maybe, but just to lose them joints to climb a mountain? No. Somebody should be telling her right now to stop talking. Why is she wasting so much of her breath and energy and time? See, this is why. This is why. Um, people, people in other generations like boomers, Gen X, some millennials consider a lot of Gen Z and a lot of Gen Alpha to be complete idiots. This woman literally almost died trying to climb Mount Everest. The it's like the first, pretty much the first and last thing that she wants to do when she reaches base camp is to record a TikTok saying how she almost died. Ma'am, come on. Life is so much. Life is so much more important than TikTok, man. Wow, bro. See, this is why I call everybody that can sit on TikTok and scroll smooth brain, paint chip, paint thinner drinking ass motherfuckers, bro. Y'all gotta stop, gang. It gets to a point, man. Exactly. There we go. This is a rich person problem. They said that you had to pay some of them joints where you want a so-called luxury Mount Everest climbing experience, bro. They want $200,000 per person. You either have to be drunk, stupid, or retarded to pay that money, man. Or maybe all three. Sometimes in life, bro, I'll be like, man, I'm so glad I'm broke. Boy, if I had $200,000, I would set $200,000 on fire before I did that. Exactly. So you have a one in every six person makes it to the summit of Mount Everest. Them not good enough odds for me to be like, yeah, man, I want to do that, bro. It's 7 to 8 billion people in the world. So pretty much you basically telling me not even a quarter of the global population will ever reach the summit of Mount Everest. Nah. 75% of the people on the planet would have had to do it in order for me to be like, yeah, I can go do that too, bro. You know what I'm saying? I hate my headset, bro. Like, bro, this says Everest is a multi-million-dollar business complete with private chefs, espresso machines, and some climbers. And this was in 2025. This is how you know it's like a bunch of bougie, stupid, really overly dumb rich people. Like, do you know how much money you have to be like, yeah, bro, I want to go up there and have me a private chef and drink espresso machine coffees and, well, whatever espressos are. Espressos go in coffee, or it is. I don't give a damn about none of that shit, man. Whatever, bro. Wow. Like, god damn, motherfucker. Like, they got all this shit. My nigga, this sounds like this sounds like something you will be reading. And this sounds like an ad for something that, for a trip you will be taking to the Maldives, Bali, Hawaii. It's like, oh man, this sounds pretty dope. They offering you all this to climb Mount Everest, my nigga. Come on, bro. Like, I mean, yes, sounds good for 200,000. No, bro, come on, man. You can get. I'm pretty sure you can get all this same treatment by taking your ass to Hawaii for probably like $3,000 or less. Exactly. Wow. I mean, bro, if we being 100, bro, he can't really be too he can't really be too sad about the whole neglect thing, bro. If they telling him, yo, my man, you should want to get help to climb Mount Everest, and you say, nah, bro, I'm cool on that. Pretty much like, I'll see y'all later, man. I'm gonna go ahead and do my own thing. And they just like, I bet you, more than likely, they probably charging. You paid for this. Go ahead. You got your 2 bottles of oxygen. You feel like you could do it. Go ahead, tough Tony, big man. Go climb that mountain. And he went and climbed that joint and found out the hard way. Like, yeah, man, I should have just listened to the Sherpas and everybody else that told me, yo, bro, you shouldn't do this. Come on, bro. Exactly. 1/3 of Everest deaths. Wait, 1/3 of Everest deaths are Sherpa climbers. Figures. This was in 2018. Yeah, especially because, well, I ain't gonna lie to you. Also, I heard Patrick say that these people are underpaid. I really don't get how they're underpaid. I kind of get it, but then again, I don't because I get like the government intervening. Why's my shirt bacon naked, bro? Like, I don't. I hate that. Come on, shirt, lock in. Stop making me look poor. Um, what was I finna say? I can kind of understand how they would be underpaid, mainly because you have these companies who are charging these people all this bread, and then the Sherpas are really paid to assist them. But I'm pretty sure the companies are like, yo, we not really we finna pay y'all pretty much little to nothing. If you ask me, the Sherpas really this is really they land for real, for real. Well, probably not they land, but they are people responsible for taking people up to Mount Everest. All the Sherpas got to do is tell them like, hey, yo, my man, we not taking nobody up to Mount Everest ever again anymore, gang. Until you start paying us some bread. What they gonna do? Get some people to come live with the Sherpas, and hopefully they lungs adapt like the Sherpas did, and they get paid to take people up there. Come on, bro. Let's be serious. They should be charging people an arm and a leg, man. Like, no, for everybody that come up here and want to pay 200,000 or $100,000 per person, for every Sherpa that works up here, they get 50,000. Not of that 100,000 that you paying. You paying 100,000 plus 50,000 per Sherpa. However many Sherpas, if you have a group, and let's say it's 10 of y'all, and y'all need 3 Sherpas, guess what? Well, 3 Sherpas, y'all need to pay each of the 3 Sherpas 50K a piece. Because you risking your life to take me up here. That's the least. That's the least I can do for you. See what I'm saying? Facts. Wow. 53, first ascent. First one on climb. First ascent without oxygen. Ascending band. Ascending band after earthquake. Okay. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That would have probably been if I'm for sure really like, yeah, this is my last day doing this game. I can't come up and have this idiot do backflips game. Like now what if he would have slid off the side of that joint and took like 30 people with him? Nah, come on, bro. We gotta stop this, bro. And people funded this, bro. No way people funded her expedition, bro. Wow. Okay. Of course. Oh wow. Like, bro, this is crazy, bro. And I get it's like, oh man, yeah, it's a 13. No, not 13. They said 11, 11, either 11 to 12, 11 to 18 hour window. But all of these people not making it up there within that time, bro. You probably need 3 days. This line, bro, this is bare minimum. This is like 60 people, bro. Jesus. Wow. Wow. Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. Do you know how cocky and bold you have to be to blame somebody else for either your demise? First of all, the people arguing with the Sherpas at the top of the mountain, like they are the person who knows what to do. Like, oh man, how you gonna tell me I'm the person paying for this experience? You don't know what you're doing. I know what I'm doing. Yo, my guy, no, you don't. You don't know what you're doing. I was born up here. I've climbed this mountain 17 times. How you gonna tell me? I'm telling you, if you keep climbing, you're gonna die because you have no experience. And they're telling me, no, you don't know what you're talking about. I've been doing this. No, you haven't, gang. Just listen to me, please. You're gonna lose your life, bro. He's getting mad at dude to some. He must have wasted all my oxygen. It must have not been full enough. He should have checked it. No, he shouldn't have. Your old dad shouldn't be up here. Why are you retiring and then being like, yeah, you know what I'm gonna do with my retirement money? Go climb Mount Everest. That don't even make sense, bro. You could have went and bought you a car, gang. Jesus. Wow. He lost most of his fingers taking dude up that gang. Yeah, this has to be. I ain't gonna lie to you. If like when people do the listings of like worst jobs in the world, and they list all these McDonald's, Wendy's, KFC, Popeyes, being a plumber, and you know this is the worst job in the world, bro. And you working for shekels. Yeah, this guy's a jackass. You know, a lot of that money that they paying to the Nepalese government. Was that Nepal? Was that the Nepal that overthrew their government, or was that somewhere else? I forget, but I think it was Nepal that overthrew their government. This is why they did this. You think 50 to 55% of the people that you permit to climb Mount Everest are experienced to climb Mount Everest? This guy's an idiot, like a full blown jackass. Wow. Like, see, I'm one of them people that when I look at something and there's too many people in line, okay, let's say for instance, I seen it the other day with the Swatch AP thing. I'm one of those people like, okay, bro, I'm lining up to go give me an AP Swatch joint. If I'm not one of the first, if we gonna go my minimum, if I'm not one of the first 25 people, my maximum, if I'm not one of the first 50 people, like if I'm not 50th, maybe even like if I have to really be in the top 100. But for me to be comfortable to know that I'm gonna get one, I would have to be in the top 50. No lower than 50, maybe 55, and that's pushing it. But if I come to get this, if I come here like, oh man, I'm finna go get me one of them Swatch AP joints, man, I'm finna go crazy. And I show up, bro, and it's literally 200 people that gang, I'm going home. There is no standing in line. Let's say you stand in line. It's 200 people there. You number 201. Number 200 go in to get theirs. You finna go in next. They come out just to say, yeah, man, we sold out. We ain't got no more. But you can come back to Ma and you can get one. It's like, what? You not pissed I'll be? Let alone you being in line to climb Mount Everest. You pretty much just in line being like, okay, bro, we might get to the summit. It's either I might either reach the summit and get to take my picture, or I'm gonna die. Those don't seem like good options to me. Or if they pretty much saying, oh, bro, since you want to limit how many people could climb the mountain, let's just not let nobody climb at all, bro. Just because some people are dying don't mean nothing. No, how about you say, yo, bro, these are your qualifications that you have to have. If I'm being 100, bro, for qualifications to climb Mount Everest, you need at least 50. And that's me giving you grace. I would say 100. You need 100 great feats to climb Mount Everest. Be like, yo, man, I've ran this many Ironmans. I've done this many 5K marathons. I've done this many 3K marathons. I've done this many 2K marathons. I've done this many 1K marathons. On top of you doing other great things. Like, oh, man, I made I made 1,000 3 pointers in less than 3 hours. Actually, less than 2 hours. And everybody has to make those feats. If you don't accomplish these things with evidence, you can't climb Mount Everest, bro. It's over with. You don't just get to be rich and have money and be an idiot, some pompous prick, and be like, yeah, I'm gonna give you $300,000 and I'm gonna go climb Mount Everest. But I get why they doing this. Like, bro, it's making us money. Jesus, boy, 18. 400 and 479 Everest permits and 300 356 summits. Of these, so out of the 356 summits, bro, 393 of them were Nepalese climbers, pretty much the Sherpas, the Sherpas. I mean, so we pretty much you pretty much telling me 70 no, roughly 80 something percent, like 82% of the climbers were Sherpas. Death stands at 1.06 deaths per 100 summits, broken down by route. Nepal South Side 9,887 summits, 229 deaths, 1.7 deaths per 100 summits. Uh, is it Tibet or Tibet North Side? 3,800. Well, this is much less summits. This must be hard over here. This must be the tough side. 3,850 summits with 110 deaths. Wow. Facts. Of course. Jesus, boy. What is are these thermals? I mean, a thermos, cans of food, like just a whole bunch of. And he said 40 to 50 metric tons of trash, just killing the environment, bro. even if you do add technology to it, bro, it's of course it would probably lead to fewer deaths. But if we being completely honest here, it would just lead to more people wanting to go up there. So if they like, yo, bro, if some way this would be like some Peter Thiel bullshit. If some way we could just implement AI to this, guess what? It would make the summit so much better for the people who want to climb Mount Everest. No, it wouldn't, gang. It would just invite more rich idiots to put their money into something that they see as a luxury vacation, or they get to put this mantle, well, they get to have this picture on their mantelpiece and be like, yeah, man, and they get to tell everybody that they ever meet, yeah, man, I'm one of I'm one of maybe 3,000 people that's ever climbed Mount Everest. If somebody told me that, I'd be like, yeah, man, that's pretty dope. That's pretty great. I don't really know what you want me to tell you because of everything that I've seen about Mount Everest, bro. You would literally have to be a complete idiot to do that and waste your money. I would, if you told me, I'd just tell you, yeah, bro. So you wasted $100,000 to go climb a mountain because you're there for free. Patrick CC, bro. Somehow, some way, Patrick CC finds a way to put out some dope content, man. Dope, 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 dope. Let's see what the comments say. I feel terrible for all the Sherpas that lost their lives trying to save the assholes on an ego trip. Facts. Paying over 200K to be a part of a national. Wait, paying paying over 200K to be a part of a national selection is a wild choice. Facts. I'm literally just a rock man in my business. To make you guys are the ones who bought a traffic jam. You guys are literally the ones who bought the traffic jam and trash. Facts. Those troopers are the only people in the world that can do that job. Without them, the whole industry wouldn't be possible. Uh, those men should be paid accordingly. See, I said the same thing, bro. Like, if every Sherpa today decided that they weren't gonna take nobody up no mountain no more, of course they wouldn't receive no pay, and this is the only job that they have. But guess what? The Nepalese government, Nepal, y'all are fucked now. We live up here. We not taking nobody up there no more. We not get unless you take whatever budget y'all have, whatever money y'all getting, which is multi millions of dollars, and y'all send some of them multi millions up here to us. And really, once they get their multi millions, they don't got to do it no more, which is a banger. See what I'm saying? Like, man, this is crazy, bro. The real victims are Sherpas. Social media and attention addiction is literally ruining everything. Yes, the fact that there's a female up there that literally was, I forget her name. I don't even want to try to guess what her name was. The fact that she was up there, she reached the death zone, had to go back down to base camp, could barely talk, really could, she could barely breathe. And she's sitting there recording a TikTok video on how she didn't make it to the top of Mount Everest. Like, lady, your life is on the line right now. And you worried about your TikTok followers? Granted, her video got 78 million views. More than likely, did she probably get paid from it? Hopefully she did. Hopefully it was some life-changing money. More than likely it wasn't. But come on, bro. TikTok views, TikTok followers, social media is never that important. It's not worth your life, bro. So I'm not going somewhere where people use. Wait, what? I'm not going somewhere where people use Caterpillar as landmarks. Snow mountains, caves, Elden Ring multiplayer, not for me. Jesus Christ, bro. I never would have imagined Mount Everest being a tourist trap. Facts. I watched a documentary They are now limited the amount of people to get permits. Also, you have to prove you. Also, you have to prove you can climb by climbing one of the 7K mountains first before you climb Everest. It's a start. Um, the Sherpa should be setting the Sherpa should be setting up the companies charging 20K. Yeah, that's a fact, bro. But if we being 100, bro, even if they like, yeah, bro, you gotta prove you can climb one of these 7K mountains. So many people are just gonna be like, yeah, bro, I did it, I did it, I did it, knowing that they didn't, or they just gonna pay them a whole ass load of money just to be like, yeah, bro, here. I don't really want to tell you that I did that shit. Like that's an ass. I can't front my move, bro. Shout out to them though. Um, Let me see what Nav we got going on. Cake finally destroyed Twitch. Let me see. You see what this about, Navly? If I'm being 100, I think that Clippers are the problem game as far as with streaming in general. And I've seen a couple other streamers say this. Um, I forget who said it, bro. But they were saying, yo, gang, if you gotta pay Clippers to clip your content, you gotta pay them to clip your content and put it out for other people to see you. Your content isn't good, bro. Your content suck. You should be clipping. If anything, if you're gonna pay somebody to do that, you should be paying like maybe like an editor or something like that. I guess you could say like an editor or somebody that worked for you or whatever. If you paying people to do certain shit for your content, my nigga. But other than that, no. this is what was this 2022 Aiden, 2023 Aiden. Jesus, he was nuclear during this time. That's a fact. The crazy part is though, a lot of people who do move over there, and it's kind of this kind of happened before, bro. A lot of people was moving over there like, I we moved to Kick for the bread and all that, which makes total sense. It's like, they paying better than Twitch is paying, but everything comes back full circle of Kick just trying to beat Twitch, and people just come back even when Kick was paying an ass load of money to hella people, gang. So like, oh yeah, you come over here and you exclusively stream over here. They eventually made their ass, well, they made their way back to Twitch, gang, which is kind of like, I guess you could say, the wave, if I'm being 100. Which is a fact. Yeah. And if we've been 100, most people who are going to collab with other people are going to collab with people on Twitch and not Kick. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it's like the end all be all of collabs, but that's kind of the wave or the point of most people streaming. Whether it's IRL or through like the desktop. See what I'm saying? There we go. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, do crazy shit or we not fucking with you. You see what I'm saying? And the only reason why he left Kick and went to Twitch, uh, even though it was, this says even thought, even though he was being paid millions. Which is a fact, bro. You know what I'm saying? You you get discovered faster on Twitch, and it's that stigma that Kick has. Even if you get discovered on Kick, it's like it's just another degenerate streamer. It still kind of has that negative connotation to it. Versus if you get discovered on Twitch, it's like certain people do hit a certain cap on Twitch too, but you have more discoverability. You got a better chance of somebody noticing you rather than you being over there and somebody not noticing you. You feel what I'm saying? Yep. Wow. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If I am being 100 though, Kick is like Kick is raking Twitch over the coals as far as like with paying people. I've seen certain people like I want to say it might have been Sneeko. It was somebody, bro. I think it was Sneeko. He showed his I guess you would say this KCIP partner or his income for the month, and it was it was something crazy. I want to say like almost like 150,000, 150,000, almost 200,000 for the month. And this was back like what, January. And if the people making that much money on Twitch, you have to average like 20 or 30,000 live viewers, which I don't think Sneeko averages that much. He probably averaged probably not even a tenth of that, bro. But maybe a tenth of that. I don't know. But this is crazy for you to have the same amount that you've averaged on Twitch in 30 days, on Kick in 2 days is crazy. That's crazy. Hmm. Yeah, that's also another thing that I wanted to say. Kick new pay system. I think that benefits the people that already have a decent amount of viewers or average a decent amount of viewers. Like if you get on Kick and you stream and you average, let's say, I don't know if Aiden was telling the truth. He's somebody, if you average 100 viewers, you will make just as much as somebody that's working at McDonald's. I don't know how true that is, but I think if you, let's say you average somewhere like a thousand to like 1,500, I think that's the amount of money you would be seeing, possibly, or maybe like a little bit less. But there's nobody that's getting on there averaging 100 viewers that's making that much bread, bro. Maybe I have to be proved wrong, and I'll see. Maybe he gonna show me. I don't know. Exactly. Jesus, boy. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This is terrible, bro. I mean, I don't, and I'm not out of touch, so I can really speak on this. He streamed for 11 hours. He made $109. It's like, I mean, I get if you grind that out, like if he did that for like 7 days, he'll probably have like, well, he'll have like a rank. So okay, if he did it for 7 days, boom. But then he did, damn. But streaming 11 hours every day is tough work. But if he grinded that out for 2 weeks, what he'll have about a fact. Well, probably not even then, bro, because this is a 6 hour stream. This 6 hour stream, he only made 23 bones. Yeah, this is hella inconsistent because this 6 hour stream, he made $23. This is another 6 hour stream he did, he made 40. A 2 hour stream that he did up here made $7, and this other 2 hour stream, almost 3 hour stream, made $28. It's the pay is too inconsistent. Maybe it's what he's doing because what was this 11 hour stream? What was this? February 7th of 2026. Hood Studio Sesh Hotbox. Okay, that sounds like some people will watch. Blind E-Date Monkey App plus Boys Game Night. Yeah, maybe it just depends on what you're doing, but that looks crazy, bro. I can't lie. Yeah, that's terrible. Yeah, I ain't gonna front. I think what really kills the kick narrative of people wanting to go over there and stream, um, would be the fact that Aiden was heavily trying to get unbanned on Twitch just to not even come back to Twitch's stream, but to come back to Twitch and like, well, really to be able to collab with people who the whole point of streaming is collabing. For him, in order for him to not be isolated and not be able to collab with people in the Twitch space, he had to get unbanned. Because you, as somebody who's banned on Twitch's platform, you can't collab with other people that's on their platform because if they put you on their camera, they also get banned because Twitch don't want you on their platform. They don't want to see your face. It's a whole thing. So it's kind of counterintuitive. People saying like, "Yo, I want to go over there. I want to go to Twitch now because it's not no recognition and people not clipping and all that." Like, if you need other people, if you need to pay other people to clip your content, you need to just focus on making better content. Gang, no bullshit. Yeah, Yep. Yep. Yeah, they did offer him 60 M's gang, which is crazy on that. It's nuclear work. But I mean, he's the with him being the biggest streamer on Twitch, it's like, why would I? I'm decent on that, bro. I could just bet on me over here and make that same bread. For real, for real. Hmm. Yeah. You know how weird it'd be if Cal was like, "Yeah, bro, I'm gonna go ahead and take this 60 and I'm gonna move to a kick." That'd be wild because it's like he kind of competing in the same space with Aiden, and arguably, well, not even arguably, Aiden is the biggest streamer on Kick, and then you got Cal on Twitch, Speed on YouTube. So it's like everybody got their own lane, bro, and it's pretty much perfect if we being honest, bro. But this game in the background is tough. I ain't gonna lie to you. I see how novelty get people to watch his videos. This is tough. And once again, bro, I think that's what's wrong with the if we being 100, I don't think I can't really say no platform is dying because I don't know the ins and outs or logistics to owning a platform or holding the platform up. I can't say Twitch is dying, but I think a reason that people would think Twitch is dying is because it's not people clipping Twitch streamers and they might be just clipping for kick streamers. You feel what I'm saying? Like the whole clipping, I guess you could say game is cool and lucrative for the people that's doing it, but it hurts streaming in general because if you, I get you need clips out there to get noticed, cool, but the people who have a name already, you shouldn't be looking for people to clip your content because you already have a name. I get yes, more viewers and all that, cool, but if you find your bread and butter with streaming, you don't really. That's not something that you actually need, bro. Like you should everybody should have their core audience and be able to do what they need to do in order to make their money and live their life. Like if you somebody who stream and you do a lot of travel streams where you maybe explore the United States or you go overseas, You got your bread and butter. You know what you're doing. You know who gonna watch you, bro. You getting clippers and paying them to post your content, bro. Your content really is ass. You should either be doing it yourself, or most people have somebody that work for them. Niggas got editors. People have motherfuckers that just make thumbnails for them, that just edit videos. Shit, if they do vlogs, they got a motherfucker that edit vlogs. If they posting all their VODs, they got a nigga that edit all their VODs. If you have money to pay for all that shit, get you somebody that can clip your shit and pay them to clip on a fucking page for you. That's the best way to do it, gang. Instead of being like, let me just move where the clippers move. That's that's bullshit, because now streaming, it just seems like streaming is dead and it's all for clips. Like, no, gang. You should be. Also, I think most people should be multifaceted, bro. If you need people to clip, if most of your streams is just you needing people to clip your stream in order to get people to watch you, that shit is ass, gang. You gotta find a new game, bro. No bullshit. Of course. That's a fact. Which is a, I ain't gonna lie, which is a great game plan. But I will say this though. I don't, maybe it is somebody that, well, Eddie and them taking over the whole Clippers space and all that bullshit. But I would say this: the more content you watch of somebody, like if you seeing Clippers clip motherfuckers, the amount of Clippers that you watch for certain people, that if they clip and kick streamers, your algorithm is gonna be set up by you watching just people who clip kick streamers. That's how algorithms go. So if you watch a lot of, I guess you could say, people that clip kick, well, people that clip Twitch streamers, that's all you gonna see, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna front. Like if I scroll on TikTok maybe every 4 days. I see the same fucking clips of the same fucking people, because really those are the only people who clips I watch. From being honest, bro, it's never kick people neither. And if I'm keeping it a buck, my bad for pausing too much, but if I'm keeping it 1,000, the only motherfuckers on kick that I've been seeing, as far as the streamers, well, yeah, you could say streamers plural. The only streamers I've been seeing them clip the fuck up like a motherfucker is motherfucking Dean the Great and Adrian Broner. Outside of those two people, I've seen nobody else's clips, gang. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'll watch certain motherfuckers, like if I see a video of Sneeko pop up, I'll watch his shit or whatever the case may be. But Everybody else, I wouldn't be able to name nobody else that's on Kick and be like, yeah, bro, I've seen this nigga shit. Like, nah. This is why I said, and Dub is making a great point, but this is why I said you should get somebody like if you how would I put this, bro? If they know that motherfuckers clip content, right? And people are good at clipping content, and motherfuckers is getting certain views. How about you jump in that motherfucker DM, inbox, whatever the fuck it is? You jump in there, you text this motherfucker. You can either get their number, they get your number, you get in contact with them and be like, yo, bro, I be seeing you clip this shit, Wati Bam, do your thing. I'm looking to pay you to clip my content exclusively. I'll pay you this much. Let me see, like, and pretty much let's see how you can get the bang for your buck. Like, okay, I'll start off paying you this. If it do good, we can end up doing this, this, and this. You feel what I'm saying? Reason being that I'm saying that most streamers be on this motherfucker bragging like, yo, I make this much money, I got that much money, my watch costs this much, I got these chains, I got this bread, yada yada yada. But for some odd reason, you same niggas won't be like, yeah, man, let me just pay somebody. If you feel like clippers are the wave, pay a nigga to clip your content. Even though I think that is totally hot dog water and doodle, but if you want to do that, do it. I don't think most people understand this neither. Motherfuckers have certain people that clip. Well, motherfuckers only clip certain people. Okay, let's say I jump on TikTok. Tay 600, take a poem, whatever you want to call it. There are like 4 pages on TikTok alone that clip that nigga's content. Do I think all of them niggas work for him? Probably not. But all of them niggas know Tay gets you views. So guess what they're gonna do? They're going to clip Tay's content. Also, Tay funny than a motherfucker. Can't lie about that one. It's mixtures that goes into people clipping your content, gang. I don't think they understand that. That's a fact. That's true. I do see neon everywhere. Neon, well, yeah, with the exception of Dean and AB over the past like week and a half, 2 weeks, Neon is another person who I see a lot of clips of too. No, no, that's crazy work. I can't lie to you. You spending some M's, yeah, now that's just nuclear. If that's the case, bro, it's like damn, the niggas who clip your content might as well fucking stream, gang. What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? I mean, dude, there's a reason that takes good views because he's relatable to most men in his views. Well, if I'm being a hundred with you, I'm assuming you're referring to Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate say a lot of dumb, goofy, wild shit, bro. If we being a hundred, and he started off doing that shit in like 2023, 2022, probably. And a lot of niggas who watch Andrew Tate, well, shit, if you still watch Andrew Tate, I think it's something wrong with you. But a lot of niggas who watch Andrew Tate got a lot of like low self esteem because him sitting there telling you, yeah, I'm masculine. You're a bitch. I got a Bugatti. I got a Pagani. Have you ever been on a private jet? Have you ever fucked three bitches in one day? All that weird shit. I don't need a nigga. I don't want to watch somebody stream telling me all that shit, bro. Asking me, do I have a fucking Bugatti? Nigga, if I had a Bugatti, I wouldn't be watching your bald head ass. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole self deprecating, calling you a loser, weird shit. Like, who the hell want to watch this nigga? What are we doing? If I'm not mistaken, Andrew Tate was just on. He just made a video of him showering on a jet, screaming in the bathroom, calling people losers and saying how he wears women's perfume. I don't know, bro. Whatever. So is he not making no money? Like, what is Neon doing with his bread? Does he not make bread? He nigga, he wasn't talking about money. He was talking about views. But I mean, that makes sense though, bro. Him paying them almost a meal though, not as crazy work though. You know what I'm saying? I think you're right about that part. He has some great points though. Well, he had some great points. I don't know if he still has great points now. Again, I don't watch Andrew Tate, but I've seen him say some nuclear shit. But shout out to Tate and shit like that, bro. Exactly. If I'm keeping it a buck, this is my only question. With all of these said streamers, with all of these said streamers going to kick, right? What if they see no results? No results in this, or it's the same thing. It's like, yo, we still not pumping out clips of you. Like, will this? I mean, I think within, I give it. Well, if we talking long shot, I'll give it a year. Really short term, I'll give it 6 months. Let's see if they still feel the same in 6 months, bro. If they viewership of bread not changing, more than likely everybody will be like, this is cool, but I'm gonna just take my ass back over here. Yep. Um, A. Ross has made a generous $250,000 donation to ICE Foundation. ICE is helping keep America safe and deserves full funding. Yeah, see, then this is where the problem comes in, and I ain't gonna lie, I've seen a lot of people complain about Kick Champ putting out like bullshit, and mainly the only people I've seen, well, the most people I've seen complain about Kick Champ putting out bullshit is Twitch streamers. He's now doing this shit to kick streamers, not only kick streamers, but the biggest kick streamer in Aiden Ross. Like, come on, gang, you putting out him donating $250,000 to ICE, like that's nuclear work, gang. Yeah, this right here, I seen this shit right here. This was crazy. Still hasn't. Everyone did. Still hasn't. Said how to get the best. Jesus. Yeah, but that's the biggest problem with the whole Clipper shit, and it's not only just Kick Champ. It's a lot of people that do that shit. I don't know the names of most of these niggas. Only motherfuckers I know of that do um that post motherfuckers clips and shit like that. Well, just news in general. Fairbuck, Scuba Ryan, and Yatsick. Those are the only three. I guess you could say those are the top three or the three biggest people that do the clipping shit and posting motherfuckers on their pages. Other than that, I don't really know nobody else, bro. It's some other niggas, but maybe if I seen their pages or the profile pictures, I'd know. But a lot of pages are just posting out of context clip. That shit happened on TikTok too, so I guess, bro. Yeah, a lot of clippers, a lot of clip pages are also, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of them were like Aiden was just saying with the one Kick Champ person. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna just get your rain bet deal taken away." A lot of gambling companies also paying clippers. Is like, "Yo, bro, this is lucrative." So it's like, "Alright, I'm gonna pay you to post clips, and as long as you post clips, you got your deal. We gonna pay you X, Y, and Z amounts of money." I remember watching another video, but what's my man's name? What's my man's name? Uh, Fargo, JBM Fargo, something like that. I think I got his name right. I remember watching a video on him not too long ago, what that he put out, and he was saying how it was some clip page. Yeah, it was some clip page that he was in a group chat with, and they used to sit there and talk about like YouTube videos or whatever's going on, news, whatever, or like bets. I don't know. They used to talk about a bunch of stuff. Dude started posting like out of context clips of streamers, and he ended up going from making the money on Twitter, which was like a couple $100, to getting a gambling deal, making like, I want to say he said like 1,000 or $1,500 a week. It was something decent, and it was like, oh, okay, boom. And he was talking shit to them like, yeah, bro, I make this much, I make that much, I ain't got to worry about this no more. Ooh. And it was like, you kind of see why a motherfucker doing it. They don't really give a fuck about the other person's well being of who they clipping and the out of context bullshit that they putting them through, or how much controversy it would create. They just give a fuck about making their money. So that's gonna be the biggest problem with this that I can see. That's a fact. Yep. Yep. Facts. I was just gonna say that if they think them going to kick, it's gonna be like, oh man, they gonna put out clips of me and good clips and all that. You're sadly mistaken. Which I'm not saying that they put out good clips of people on Twitch all the time, but Kick Champ, which is literally a kick, really, if we're being authentic, it's a kick streamer platform where it's a kick clip page for kick streamers. Even though he posts Twitch streamers on that too, but if he was to be like, well, if that same nigga is like, I bet I'm finna post out of context clips of the biggest streamer on the Kick platform. None of you other niggas are safe, gang. It's like a good luck thing, bro. Yep, exactly. Yep. W Novelty, man. It's a great vid. I can't front. I just put this joint in here not too long ago. W Novelty, bro. Let me see. See? This the first comment. The first goddamn comment, bro. First and second comment. All I've seen is Dean and AB killing it. Matter of fact, I'll even go a step further. These are the, I guess you could say, these are the four people that I see clipped by, well, as far as being posted by Clippers. You have Neon. Neon is paying people. He's saying he paying almost $900,000 to an M a month for people to clip his content, which I guess you would say is working for him because you see him all the time. Well, at least I do. Um, you have Dean and AB, them two, and then you have Rampage. Those are the four people that I see from Kick that motherfuckers is clipping. Everybody else not getting clipped, gang. And that's not to say that they not doing well, but and if I ain't gonna say that they not getting clipped, I'm not seeing any clips. So I don't think them moving over there is gonna get them clipped more. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. Only clips I see is from Demon AB streaming. Not gonna lie, I think Rampage be on the shit too. That's a fact, bro. Twitch ain't caring about DDG just because you do. Jesus. Um, bro, in my life nobody cares about DDG and Dub are going to Kick, bro. I promise you, Jesus, boy, they ain't there cooking these niggas, ain't they? A lot of those clip pages be out of context, so why would you want that? As soon as he decide he got enough creators, as soon as he decide he got enough creators to flip over that he doesn't need to pay clips anymore, they'll all go, they'll all go, they'll all go flooding right back to Twitch because that's where the natural growth is. See, I agree with this nigga right here, bro. It's it's really just gonna take a downfall, a downhill slope of somebody being like, yeah, man, I we not really getting too much traction and motion over here no more by clipping these niggas. Let's take our ass right back to Twitch, which is how you do it. No caps out the Kick. They're getting all the 2B streamers off Twitch. Jesus, boy. I see clips of Twitch streamers all the time. If you got good content, you get clipped. Don't even see DDG or Neon clips like that. I see Rampage, Dean Great a lot though. But yeah, see, I think that's the point though. If you got good content, people will just clip you. Like, and most people who making good content don't need to be clipped, bro. Like, from being 100, you don't need to get clipped if you make good content. How the fuck will someone notice less Twitch clip? How chronically online do you have to be to notice some shit like that? Um, well, DDG's a content creator, so him being chronically online is practically his job. From being 100 with you, bro. So him noticing that would be said hilarious how most of the lame streamers are going to kick, and literally nobody gives a single fuck about them. Jesus, boy. So imagine this nigga just said, imagine watching DDG's brother. How pathetic you gotta be? Let's be real. Yikes. So what the fuck? I'm so confused. I thought these motherfuckers hated Clippers. That too, bro. That too. Uh, Same people who say streaming won't fall off is the same fans who said MySpace, Vine, 2016 vlogs, rappers. More of the story is the younger generation have their own thing, but it will eventually fall off when a newer gen come in. Yeah, that's a fact. But if we being 100, did 2016 vlogs fall off? Yes. Do people still make good vlogs that you can watch? Of course. Are most of those people like American? I think I think where vlogging or YouTube got fucked up is Mr. Beast, and I've seen a lot of people say this, and I agree. When Mr. Beast came in on YouTube and he Mr. Beastified every fucking thing with the loud bangs, the heavy editing, the explosions, the multiple switching of the angles of the camera and the sound effects and all that shit. He trained kids' brains to be like, yo, if you don't have this in your videos, I don't want to watch because Mr. Beast is more entertaining. Mainly because these same people eat paint chips and they chew on walls and shit. So I can't really blame Mr. Beast for doing that, but it is what it is. Do I think DD? Well, I was gonna say, do I think DDG? Do I think vlogs fell off? In a way, kinda, but also in a way, no. It's people that's on the other side of the globe. Who would I name? Andrew. You could say Andrew Fraser, even though those are videos. Technically, those are vlogs, gang. They're not really too heavily edited. He make great vlogs, gang. Those are great videos that he go over there and do, gang. Cause he's not streaming. Happy to hear that Clippers were only destroying Twitch communities. Jesus. Um. So if you think about it, Neon is the boss of the Clippers and they're his employees. He's one of the few bosses that values his employees more than anybody. Paying them will correlate to how much he gets live unfair. Wait, unlike other CEOs of business, you can look and he shouldn't be taking advantage of. He's just a great boss. Yeah, you could say this. This also kind of his. This also can be his downfall too, because if he stopped paying them niggas, they stop clipping him, and then he lose viewership. Twitch is gonna drop a bag on Cal when he come back and watch everybody switch up. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought about this during the video too. Like, damn, all these streamers talk about, yeah, bro, I'm switching. I'm going to kick. I'm going to kick versus what more visibility is. I'm like, damn. So when Kai come back, his first stream might be 500,000 viewers because everybody else is like, all right, I'm going. Well, not everybody, but certain people are taking their ass to motherfucking kick. It's like, what are we doing, gang? You know what I'm saying? The real the fact of the matter is that kick doesn't do enough to drive advertisement compared to Twitch. Kick's money is too tied to their ecosystem of investors, which makes sense. Which makes sense. Which makes sense since they're still young. But until they gain enough significant clients outside of that, Twitch will always be the number one streaming platform. Facts. I think most of them have better luck streaming on YouTube, gang. So not gonna lie, all the business standpoint, Kick is whooping ass. Well, Kick is whooping Twitch ass, yeah. But I think they only really whooping they only really whoop Twitch. They only really whoop Twitch ass for like a little bit. It's like when they was throwing all that money at creators, and it was like, oh shit, I'm finna go my ass to kick, bro. I'm finna, nigga, they offer me 40, 50, 60 million, 20 million. Nigga, I'm taking my ass over there. And then all of that fizzles out, and it's like, this shit really weak. And then they doing the whole, oh, we gonna take all the Clippers and pay all the Clippers. And then motherfuckers started to get that, the Clippers like, this shit really weak. We clipping the same niggas. Let's go back to clipping Twitch niggas as well. It's like, what are we doing, bro? For real, for real. I hate when Rage, I hate when Rage, Bruce, and other Twitch streamers lie about going back to Twitch. You went back slip. You went back simply because view counts went down. Well, yeah, that's a huge part of niggas making money. That view count, nigga. Shit, niggas need them viewers. Also, they knew like, yo, I'm streaming on Twitch. Ain't no collabs. Ain't nobody looking to collab with nobody that's on Kick, bro. From being hunted. To my faint Dean and AB, bro. Facts. Said to be honest, I only watch Kick clips on TikTok, but I still have Twitch downloaded. W's. Basically, everybody, a lot of people in the comments are like, bro, Twitch is still the wave until what's it calling them do something significantly different. Then it's kind of really over with. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in, bro. I am getting up off this bitch. Love y'all niggas. Appreciate y'all niggas. You dig me? I'm out though, man. Uh, yeah, I'll be back on this joint tomorrow, and I'm gonna be uploading soon. Well, I'm uploading tomorrow actually. But yeah, deuces.